Hey everyone, real quick before we get started here, I just want to take a sec to apologize for the bit of a long delay between this part and the previous part in the series. It turns out when this patch originally came out, it was missing voice lines for my player character, and so I decided that in order to have a better overall presentation without having to try and read a bunch of lines in the middle of playing the game and everything, I was going to wait until the voice lines were patched in. And that turns out to have been a good idea, because as I found out after looking into the issue, it turns out that initially there were a couple player character voice lines missing. And then, as further story patches came out for the post Janthir Wilds story, even more characters were missing voice lines, I believe due to industry strikes. So I decided I was going to wait until all those were patched in, and that turned out to be a while. I say this first part here, this first patch was released November 2024, and then everything was finally patched in late August 2025, so it's been a while. But all the voice lines should be here. I went back and re-recorded this first part to stitch in the missing voice lines, so everything should be pretty much normal. You can feel free to ignore any mentions I make of not having character voices, because I went and fixed that myself, and from this point out we won't have to worry about any of that, because all the voice lines are in now. So with that out of the way, let's go get the show on the road.
1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Hey everyone, I'm NanoElite666, and you're watching me play Guild Wars 2. We are back with the first post-release update of the Janthir Wilds expansion. If you recall, at the end of the base release, we ended up finding ourselves some Titans and trying to kill them, because Titans not good things to have around. But they got away, and we were blocked from following by presumably another Titan. And then Waiting Sorrow went back to pay a visit to Isgarin and company at the Astral Ward, and now we've just been waiting around. So, let's get this story back going and see what kind of trouble we're going to keep getting into, shall we? Threats melded from Torment, from Scholar Glenna. Kirabone Reaver. I've been keeping up with your efforts as you've battled the Titans in Janthir. It's not every day that terrors from the realm of Torment crawl back into Tyria. I'm going to meet you on Mount Balrior. I don't think for one moment that I was going to allow you to challenge these beasts without my guidance or witness. This is a critical research opportunity, and one that we would greatly regret not seizing. Don't kill them before I get a closer look. Glenna. I think that might be the raid. Okay, so where do I start the story? Probably in the story journal here. Janthir Wilds. Trial and error. I cannot change my active story while in an instance. Okay. Well, then let's go out of my instance. I figured the mail was going to be the thing that kicked off the story. But no. Here we go. Continue this story. Read the mail from Gixx. Steward Gixx. Urgent Priory business. Commander. Farrah Baleseeker, our leading Titan Archivist, is missing. Farrah is the reliable sort, so her disappearing like this is highly out of character. I last ran into her checking out some materials here at the library. Nothing unusual about it. I'm told that you, Malice, and Kaith have been researching the Titan's whereabouts. You three should have a look around Farrah's office yourselves. When you arrive, I'll have Archivist Sestina show you to Farrah's research station. Given the outstanding circumstances, you three will be granted access to the Priory regardless of membership. Make haste, Steward Gixx. So, well, we've got a missing Priory member to go find. Fortunately, I don't have to go very far to get to the Priory, because I happen to be farting around out here and just north of Lion's Arch, knocking my dailies out real quick before I started recording this. Sadly, I'm not recording this on patch day, because patch day was yesterday and I was being a mopey little shit yesterday and didn't feel like doing anything that required effort. But we're only a day late. Hopefully not $1 short. Let's go to the Priory. I'm still doing better with this than I did with Secrets of the Obscure, that's for sure. I did not. This will be useless by the time this video comes out, but did not get the base game or the base release uploaded and such before the first thing came out, which I'm in the middle of doing right now. Oh, store instance, trial and error. Also, I think I forgot to mention the story release is called Godspawn. Hi, Keith.
Commander, look at this place. No wonder they keep it under lock and key.
Hi, Ballas.
Never could convince any Priory to let me have a peek at these shelves. Now that I'm in, I might never leave. Is that... Burn me, they've got both copies. What else are they hoarding in here?
Well, someone's excited.
We'll have plenty of time to browse later. The books aren't going anywhere. Farrah, however...
Gixx said an Archivist, Sestina, would show us to Farrah Station. Let's start there.
Cue, my voice line's not working. Well, Malice is excited to be here. Let's go find us an Archivist Sestina. There's an Archivist Sestina. Hello, Archivist Sestina.
Welcome. Gixx said to expect you. Sestina, Farrah's mentee. I'm holding down the fort while she's... Honestly, I have no idea what she's doing, or where she is. Nobody does. It's very unlike her.
Gixx said the same. She doesn't seem the type to just run off.
Even her research station looks like she abandoned it mid-thought. Here, come see for yourselves. Farrah's been spearheading our Titan research efforts, gathering notes on history, biology, etc. Hoping to find some sort of exploitable weaknesses. Of interest to you three, I'm sure.
You have no idea.
As is Farrah's well-being.
I can empathize with why she'd feel so invested.
Obsessed, more like. Your last encounter with that third Titan Ura sent Farrah down an absolute rabbit hole. I've known her to get absorbed in her work, but this time, she was a woman possessed. Leading up to her disappearance, she was buried under tomes at her station all hours of the day. I wondered if she might be sleeping there. And then she was gone. Here we are.
Buried under tomes. You weren't kidding.
I've been trying to sort through it all. Thought maybe there'd be some clue in her research as to where she went. But, as you can see, it's a daunting job for one person.
We'll take it from here. Let you know if we find anything.
Well, that's annoying. Am I going to have to read all my dialogue for this? We'll see. Note to self, after I'm done with this part, go check the forums to see if they're aware of this. Farrah's workbench.
Anything of note, Commander?
Well, yes. Though it probably doesn't help our search much. It's some notes and first-hand accounts by the Coden. And us. Suppose the ward would keep the Priory informed. The Coden accounts seem aligned with ours. Spawn titans led by progenitors. Strange communication methods. Bloodstone thirst.
Probably doesn't help our search, but it's good info. Let's take note, but keep looking.
Find clues to Farrah's whereabouts. Hey, what's this? Mistide Journals. Entry 4. No time to grab my journal. I'll just scribble this here and add it to the rest of the entries. I'm back at the Priory. It's the middle of the night, and finally, days and nights of research have paid off. Since leaving Janthir Sentry, all I've wanted is a reason to go back. I haven't been able to think of anything besides the questions I left unanswered there. Now I have my reason, and I may very well have my answers. It's all too much to explain here. I need to get going. I'll write more when I reach the Isle. Well, now I'm wondering, is Farrah... There was a couple of collection side quests up in one of the maps that involved some back and forthing with a char from the Priory. Was that Farrah? I don't remember. Or was that somebody else? Well, we got another thing to click here. Titans and environment, observation and speculation. Greer. Bionomic influence. Swamp. Bionomic. That's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen that word before. Called the Rotbringer by locals familiar with his putrid air, Greer's form has taken on characteristics of swampy regions of the slithering outskirts. Lowland Coden Rainless Meadow, stationed near Old Greville Plaza, succinctly described the Titan as swampy and gross. She recalled, "The smell curled the fur on my nose." An account taken by the Alliance from the Silvari Caith summarized Greer's presence as follows. "I sensed sickness the moment I set foot in the area. You don't have to be a Silvari to tell the environment's ailing. One whiff is proof enough. But to also feel the misery of those innocents, the plagued plants, the poisoned waters, the leaves curled by death. The mere memory makes me sick. Being there was nearly more than I could bear." Hey, Kate, they're writing about you. Decima, bionomic influence, storm. While not as off-putting to the senses, Decima's intrusion upon the Stricken Plains ecosystem has proved equally detrimental. The Stricken Plains, as their name suggests, are known for frequent lightning strikes. Decima's presence appears to have increased this frequency exponentially. Research conducted by Tyrian Alliance and Astral Ward members indicates a near-constant risk of wildfires. This burn risk poses a major threat to the safety of individuals, wildlife, and vegetation in the area. Lowlanders report a dramatic drop in the season's crop yield, fearing food shortages for the coming winter. Ura, bionomic influence, unknown. Due to her discovery being so recent, Ura's exact bionomic influence is yet to be determined. According to Alliance accounts from the former Pact commander and allies, Ura and used explosive steam walls to deter combatants. Based on what we know of Greer and Decima, this manner of attack is no accident. It may also be a key to discovering the geographical region of her hiding place. The use of steam may suggest geyser. And there's no follow-up. No follow-up. Apparently, neither of the things I just looked at count as clues to Farrah's whereabouts. There's a clue.
You look focused, Commander. Find something?
Maybe. It's about the Titans and their environments. Caith has her own section in this one.
Oh?
You're talking about Greer's effect on the swamp ecosystem. One of the Lowlanders made similar comments.
Don't even remind me of that putrid place. This must be from when I was speaking with the tree tenders. What else?
Mentions the Titans merging with their environments, and that Ura's steam walls might be a clue to her location.
Now we're getting somewhere. Where there's steam, there's...
A geyser, perhaps?
Farrah seems to think so. She suggests Mount Balrior.
What are we waiting for?
Before we go chasing geysers up and down the aisles, let's be sure there's nothing more to see here.
Use the ponder emote in the Durmand Priory classroom. Oh. Let's go ponder the classroom, shall we? Oh, classroom. Oh, classroom. Allow me to ponder you. Thinking. Now I'm going to read this. Mistide Journal, Entry 1. First day on Janthir Century is in the books. Should probably explain what I'm even doing here. The Tyrian Alliance reached out to the Durmand Priory for some extra help studying the Titans. Gixx told them he had just the expert for the job, and here I am. For being so new to the global scene, the Alliance has been quick to establish itself. Already they've enlisted help from the Astral Ward, the Silvari Tree Tenders, and now the Priory. And the word is that the former Pact commander is even running around out there. Hey, that's me. I still can't believe my luck. Reading about Titans from historical tomes is one thing. Potentially seeing them in the wild, that's a whole other beast. I figure journaling will help me keep track of my day-to-day in the field. If I see anything interesting, maybe a Titan, claws crossed, I can't jot down the details where they're still fresh. Anyway, a storm's rolling in, so I'd best find some shelter. Sounds like it's going to be a mean one. Entry 2. So much for daily journaling. I've been so deep in research, I keep forgetting to write about it. Lately, I've been interviewing Codens stationed on the Isles about what they've seen. Some even gave eyewitness accounts of their own personal Titan sightings. I'm working on compiling them for Alliance and Priory records. While the interviews are going well, Janthir Sentry's frequent storms are unsettling. I expected a harsh climate. The Isles are practically famous for it. But these storms are unlike any I've experienced. They're strong, sure, even violent at times, but there's just something deeply unsettling about them. They're also peculiarly consistent, and because of that, I can't stop wondering about them. So I've made it a little side project of my own to learn all I can about them, and I hear the rumblings of one brewing, right on cue. Entry 3. My brain is going so fast I can barely write quickly enough. Turns out that my side project is studying the Isle storms is going better than expected. I've been asking around, and according to those stationed here a while, the storms in Janthir Sentry worsened around the same time the Titans first appeared. Even more curious, the Titans appear to thrive in these storms. Why? I don't know for sure, but my guess has to do with Bloodstone. Several accounts of the Titans during Mist's Tide storms report them feasting especially ravenously on the Bloodstone... words hard. Several accounts of the Titans during Mist's Tide storms report them feasting especially ravenously on Bloodstone shards. Once satisfied, they act particularly energized and aggressive. This effect is even true for those appearing injured or in poor health beforehand. And, for whatever reason, it only seems to happen during storms. So many thoughts here. Is there something in these storms' energy that bolsters Bloodstone? It would explain the amplified effects and also why they feel so off. Then, what is this energy? Where do these storms even come from? Previous research suggests the Titans negatively impact nearby ecosystems. Could their appearance have made the Isle storms even worse? Maybe. But it doesn't explain their effect on Bloodstone. Still, I feel I'm onto something here. Just need to keep searching for the answers. And it appears to have gotten you into trouble. Let's see, I read that book there. Anything to poke around at outside here? Or up top? I mean, it would be outside. Nope, I'm just wasting time. Back underground. Poke around in the spot where we're supposed to be poking around. Let's see. Already poked Farrah's workbench. Let's see, I've been into this room and read everything in there. We checked the classroom. I went upstairs and back down the other way. What do you want, phone? It's a garbage call. There's nothing in this room that I can see. If it wasn't a garbage call, well, then we'll leave a message. Voicemail exists for a reason. Seem to have cleaned out that room. The kitchen.
I'm coming up empty. How about you two?
Same, I'm afraid. Commander?
Sistina was right about Farrah becoming obsessed with this research. Her journals say she was running a side project on the Mist's Tide storms and their connection to the Titans.
I can see why she'd think the two connected. How, I'm not so certain.
Neither was she. She wonders if the storm's energy amplifies Bloodstone, drawing the Titans to its power.
Would explain their fixation on it.
She's still not sure what the energy is, or if the Titans influence the storms as they do other environments. At least, not where the journals leave off.
Maybe she found a lead and rushed off to test it, confer with someone, panic.
Hopefully not the last, or we may need to do the same.
Everybody panic. Start panicking. And then there's this room with the last thing. Let's make sure there aren't any other bits to read anywhere, so I can get this achievement for reading all of the bits. Ugh. Well, that appears to be it. Let's touch this last bit then.
That scrawling looked rather frantic. Should we be alarmed?
She's in Janthir Sentry. Found something in her research, then left in the middle of the night. Doesn't say what.
Did she give an exact location?
No, but the area near Mount Balrior still seems like our best bet.
Let's tell Sestina what we know, then move out.
If I check my achievements. Godspawn. Find all clues in research. Oh, there is an extra clue in the storage area. Okay, hold on. It's a good thing I decided to check that. Alright, there's something in this room full of boxes, I guess. Oh, there's a book on the floor.
I'm good.
There was nothing there. Nothing to say. Or if it's because I did it out of order? I don't know. Maybe it's broken.
You found something.
Farrah's in Janthir Sentry. Thinks she's made a breakthrough in her research.
What is it?
That we're not sure of. But she's been stitching together all sorts of threads regarding the Titans' behavior. Particularly their relation to Bloodstone and Mist's tides. She also thinks Ura is hiding in a geyser-heavy area.
For all we know, she could be out there trying to track Ura down herself.
What is she thinking? Going to those isles alone and not telling anyone? Sanctioned fieldwork is one thing, but this is a death wish.
We should be able to extract her without much issue, provided she hasn't done anything too rash.
Everything about this is rash. Go, find her, and extract some foolishness from her while you're at it.
We'll do what we can. Best we get going.
Meet you there, Commander. We'll notify the Alliance and let the Lowland Council know to expect us.
Whee! Oh, I'll talk to this Priory Arcanist. Hello, Priory Arcanist. Glad you arrived when you did. Archivist Sestina was about to march to Janthir herself to find Farrah, and Gixx would have let her just to get some quiet around here. She wouldn't have made it far, at least. I don't know Sestina or Farrah all that well, but they seem passionate? Passionate may be too subtle. Obsessed, more like. Farrah's focus is the envy of any Radissoon crew director. Never drops a lead. She was Sestina's mentor, too, which might explain a few things. Let's talk to... There's nobody here. That means they're underground. Well, now I can read the book. Janthir Sentry Field Research. Symbiosis of progenitors and spawn. After killing multiple Titan spawn with his hunting party, Lowland Coden, born from Thunder, speculated that smaller spawn Titans were acting as ancillary limbs for larger progenitor Titans. Battle accounts from the former Pact commander and allies support these claims. We know these progenitor Titans to be Greer, Decima, and most recently Ura. Presence and migration. The Titan spawn are spread out across the Isles and have made landfall across Lowland shore, threatening the Coden inhabitants. While their exact origin point is still unknown, early sightings place them near Mount Balrior. Excuse me. Inner core biology. Accounts from Lowlander Rainless Meadow cited the progenitor Titan Greer as having a glowing inner core exposed upon damage to his body's exterior armor. A similar core was seen by the former Pact commander and allies during an altercation with Decima, suggesting a biological consistency. Both accounts note the core's sensitivity to outside forces. Communication practices. Accounts of the progenitor Titans suggest an ability to communicate amongst themselves and with other opponents across great distances using storm-like calls and other interspecies communications. This information has been confirmed by Astral Ward Scout Branwyn, the former Pact commander, Kaith, and Malice. Bloodstone, Restoration, and Regeneration. Concerningly, accounts from Astral Ward member Pela claim that the progenitors and spawns alike seem highly drawn to Bloodstone. Many have been spotted feeding upon Bloodstone shards to promote regeneration, in addition to requiring additional rest. Similar findings were noted in field research conducted by the former Pact commander, Kaith, and Malice. Okay, I got to read that anyways. Talk to additional Durmand Priory members. Hello, additional Durmand Priory member. I'd like to speak with you.
I do most of my research at the pub.
Can I help you? Did Farrah ever mention how the Titans organize their spawn? I recall something she read or observed. They seem to favor their progenitor, the originating Titan, acting as the body's natural defenses would. Upon the progenitor's death, however, she's unsure. Interesting. Thank you. Oh, there's another one out front. So let's say, I talked to all the people I saw. I don't see the thing didn't go away. Didn't get achievement. Oh, there's still a person to speak to out front. Commander, hello. Though perhaps you prefer Wayfinder now? No, Commander. Commander is fine. Did you happen to see Farrah leave? I did, actually, and judging from the look in her eyes, she was on the hunt for something big. She wouldn't drop her research duties for any old cross-dimensional disturbance. Thanks. I better catch up to her quickly, then. Oh, I got a box of stuff. Lowland pine logs. Okay, I think we're done here now. Out we go. Head to Janthir Sentry to look for Farrah.
Gixx wants a current assessment of our defenses.
We're going to use the shortcut by going to my house. And then going out the back door, straight into the lowlands. I can't remember if I talked about it in, like, the first chunk of release. But just jumping, multi-jumping through the air on the cat is hilarious and awesome. Whee! Behold the flying cat. Whee! Fall damage? What's fall damage? All right. Where are we going?
We must scout the area. Would you and your journeykin care to help us?
Hey, there's the ring. Ooh, all the way out into that shitty shithole place there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we'll wrap it up for this part because it is about that time. And this is probably going to be an instance I go get myself into. first I need
Probably
to check.
got enough growing to start sharing our crops.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not Farrah. This is Helly, who still has the collection marker despite the fact that I'm done with her quests. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up for this part, because it is about that time. So once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. As always, if you have any suggestions or recommendations for games that you think I should play that might make for a good series like this at some point in the future, or if you just wish to give me a shout, give me some feedback, let me know how I'm doing. Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? If I'm doing bad, what can I do if I'm doing bad and doing good? Or if you just wish to inform me that I'm a terrible person because, well, I apparently forgot to bring my voice today and had to read all my lines instead of just listening to my character speak them, you may inform me of such in the comments below. PC, PS4, PS5, and Switch for game suggestions, as that's all that I can currently record on right now. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then please subscribe to the channel, where you'll be kept up to date whenever I post up new videos, and then you won't ever have to miss out on any of the shenanigans that go down in this little corner of the internet. Also, if you know of anyone else who might enjoy watching this sort of thing, please share this video or one of my other videos with them. Point them in my general direction, so maybe they may potentially swing by and be amused by the shenanigans that go down in this little corner of the internet. Also, you should follow me on Twitter, at NanoElite666, as I will be using that to make news updates and announcements and such whenever the need should arise in the future. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. I am NanoElite666. I will see you all next time. But first I have to go figure out what's up with the voice thing and see if that's going to be a problem, or if I'm going to have to wait for that to get fixed, or if I'm going to keep doing more work on this tonight. Anyways, you won't care about that because, you know, video editing. But I will see you next time.